Welcome back, everyone. This is we're going to get right into it. The Optic variations, we have fat packs, blasters, mega boxes. Let's go. No need to wait. Let's get into it. So, obviously we've seen same look as Donruss basically, but we're going to have the different variations. So in the fat packs, we're going to be looking at some green. Of course, that's not green. Some mere white. So it's that red stripe essentially. And then we got Caleb Williams. That's a pretty good way to start it off. What a way to start it off. With a green. The one exclusive cards to the fat packs. That's awesome. Well, that's a tale of how this is going to go. We should have a pretty good time here. So I'm going to put this Zamir white over here as well. So I'm not going to do the Walmart versions. I decided I'm just going to do these because essentially it's just more of the same, just different, whether it's the purple or blue or variations. I figured I'd do one good preview of each one of the examples for retail, and I figured that'd be enough. Justin Fields, Trice, and Bo Nix. So 2 quarterbacks off the bat. Variations. So we're going to get right into the blasters. Again, this is about ripping and showing. I don't need to talk too much, even though I'll still talk a bunch, as always. But, yeah, not a bad start. Well, I should look so that stripe, it's rated rookie, hollow, green velocity. So it must be the Freedom. Is what I can assume is what this Zamir white is. All right, so Stafford, Trevor Lawrence, and so we'll be buzzing through. There's gonna be lots of different silvers variations. But, see Horn, light it up. Rookie Harrison and Cooper. We'll throw that in this stack as well. Obviously, we're looking forward to the megas. You do get that auto or mem card. Which also, there's that pink exclusive. Keep those rated rookie variations separate in there, but should be pretty fun. Obviously, we know we're chasing after Downtown, Uptown. I don't know what I think about them coming out with the new variations. I mean, it gets where it's kind of like they were already limited. Why add more to it? Baker and Tracy. Well, at least we started off hot with that Caleb Williams. Keenan Allen. There's that pink and a JJ McCarthy. JJ all day. He deserves to be up there. Because I'm a Minnesota's fan. So I'll throw all the Minnesota guys up now. I'll throw all of them. He's pretty much it. He is pretty much it. And like always, actually, these were I got on like that first order when Target was up. So what do we got? What do we got? Why is the first orders always the best ones? John Elway. That would have been even better if the one behind it would have been one too, but John Elway. And no scratches to be seen. In Uptown. That did not take us long. Second blaster box. the first official time I've pulled in Uptown. It's kind of cool how it kind of goes around him. Money. Loving it. Aaron Jones in the silver. Well, I think we could already say this has been a successful break. I don't like the Uptowns as much as the Downtowns, though. No offense. Drake May. We're going to throw that one right there. I don't know, rookie recruits. Ghoul and tries. I'm going to have a Najee Harris, Elliott, Kyler Murray, and Alt. Well, I'd have to say we're probably not going to get another one in this box, I would assume. Jordan, Newbin. So my worry was that since they added these, if we're going to see more of them. Spencer Rattler. If we're going to all of a sudden see more and more of these different variations rather than, you know, the same rare chance of actually pulling them. I've seen a lot of people hitting them, that's for sure. I've seen a lot of the Uptown. I don't know if I've seen as many of like the... Well, and if you guys want to see that side of the box, I should throw that up there for you. They do have the Uptown Pandora white vinyl. I don't know how many more. That's funny. The jokes and the variations that they make with all those. Justin Herbert, Kyler Murray. We got Fisk and Bo Nix. Throw that one up there. McLendon, Luke McCaffrey. Like I said, I'll sleeve up more of these as we go. Because technically, I'd be keeping, I mean, really it'd be like 6 cards out of this one. Xavier Worthy in that silver. That's a good one. Probably technically should be more, but 2 per series of what I'm opening. Brian Johnson, Bryce Young, Colt, and Mitchell. Hidden Potential. McMillan. So there is the blaster boxes. Ezekiel Elliott. Noob, and I would say we did pretty well for 3 blasters. So we got our hit out of the fat packs. We got our hit out of the blasters. That means we need to hit a couple of big cards out of the mega. So these you do kind of go through that box here. So 3 exclusive green hyper. What's Walmart? Usually blue. They have 1 autograph or memorabilia. So 99% of the time you're getting a mem card, right? That's about how it goes. Hudson, Stroud. This is your green. Trey Benson. Corum. We're going to have a pretty big rated rookie. One thing about these lots when I list these things is these are a lot of cards. Hurst, Sweat, Mahomes. I have to make another stack for my base cards here. Cowling, Riemann, Trotter. Now, these obviously we're kind of waiting to see what kind of hit we get between the auto. Schultz, Best Studies. I did see the deal on this one. Another one of those inserts. Mayfield Evans. Kind of a cool card, but Trice Smith. Are we getting an auto? Are we getting a mem? What are you guys thinking? Jefferson. Well, There's another rookie alt and Pittman. I'll put those in the wrong order. The hypers are always sharp cards. Except I always, you know, usually you get something like that, you're thinking they're going to be numbered. I think that's the only thing I ever didn't like about it. It's going to shine bright. Ooh, that's a thick pack. That feels like we're going to get a mem card. We'll set that down. Anthony Gould in the silver. McMillan. Sleeve up this since it's a silver. And we got Jordan Travis. What do we think about Jordan Travis? Except for my larger sleeves are MIA. So we're going to be just setting it up here for now. I have the top loaders, but probably buried under all these packs. So there's the Jordan Travis rookie phenoms, not numbered or anything, so we can live setting it there for now. Thibodeau, Daniel Jones, Kyle Pitts, Swift, Hidden Potential, Nate Wiggins, Thompson, and Mitchell. So there it is. Well, it's kind of crazy. We did pretty good in that blaster. I learned my lesson to not run it back. I did that with Donruss, didn't I? I ran it back, and then it was a train wreck compared to the first time I opened. Like I said, I swear the first batch is always the ones that have the most cards. Jarrett light it up. Caleb Williams, Ray Davis, and Polk. Caleb, I'll just sit there for now. We'll keep the ball rolling. So already the mem card. Ooh, is that a green? 10 card. Milton Thompson. Just the back of it, apparently. First year fresh. Look at the colors on that sucker, huh? That is crazy, the colors. I mean, make them look cool, but again, when they're not numbered, it's not like they're that rare, which is disappointing. Not looking too bad up there, though. We do still need a downtown, though. Kate Otten, Robinson. Rice and Dylan. I don't know, I'm separating all these cards. Play action, Jonathan Brooks. Corley. Here. So more cards, essentially just more base cards. That's kind of what we're looking at, it seems like. When we did that first Donruss round, didn't I get like 2 autos? It was crazy. Burton, and then another Bo Nix. Throw that with some, kind of the QB pile over here. Well, we know that blaster box is winning so far with that John Elway, DJ James, 2 and Chuba. 1 box to go. I think this is the most I've opened in like 6, 8 boxes. For me, that's a lot to open in one. I know, to me, it just gets kind of long and repetitive. You're just seeing 90% base, and then, yeah, if you're buying, you know, a case or 2 of this stuff, yeah, you'll probably get some hits, but, I mean, if I bought a case of blasters and there's, what, 20, that's, what, 600 bucks? Well, there's not $600 unless you're pulling multiple of those. Oh, we already have the the mem card in here. Jordan Love, Neighbors, Walker, Tim Levis, White, And Ray Davis. So no big autos this time. No big autos. Man, the chances of getting an auto are probably so rare. Chubb. Ron Wilson. TJ Watt, Justin Fields. There's that other retro series. And then another Caleb Williams. Finally, we see another Caleb. It's been a while. It's been a while, Caleb. Throw that one up there. So, well, lots of bright cards up there. Josh Allen. Kool-Aid. Again, we already had that card once. Why are we getting the doubles of those guys? 2 packs to go. Man, that's crazy to think. Jones. I almost, DJ, what do you guys think about this? I almost don't like the auto mem guarantee when we're really chasing downtowns anyways. I almost like the blasters in that context where it's like, well, maybe I want to get those because that's really what you're after anyways. I don't know if that makes sense or not. Eric Carr, Stevenson, another Jaden Daniels, we'll take it. Ray Davis, and Bulk. But we had a pretty successful break either way. But again, they add up. The cost adds up when you're opening this many. I mean, if you look at the value we got out of these megas, I don't think it was near what we got out of the 3 blasters. That's pretty obvious. Now, is that the norm? I don't know. But if you're having to open 6 blasters to get an uptown or downtown, or 6 megas, I'd rather have the blasters because the megas, you're going to get this trash, with no offense, you're going to get this trash, which is worth, you know, $1 to $5 usually. And I mean, even if you pull a big name rookie, those cards just aren't worth anything. I think we've seen, I mean, granted, they're so kind of cool. At least this one's more of a color match with the blue. So, yeah, we got the Ray Davis. I'm going to be careful with these because I haven't sleeved and top-loaded them yet. Roman Wilson. We got that rookie Phenom, Jordan Travis. And then we'll go through these. So if I got 6 cards to keep, I got to go through all that. So here's what we got out of these. We got the Bo Nix base. Xavier Worthy, another Bo Nix base. Spencer Rattler in that pink. Drake May, Marvin Harrison, another Bo Nix. Let's see with that variation. Another Caleb Williams, the Zamir White. Tough. I might end up keeping that one. JJ McCarthy. Obviously, we got the Uptown. Well, obviously, I'm keeping this one. It's got to pay for my boxes, essentially. It's got to pay for the boxes, essentially. Then we got the Caleb Williams, the Michael Penix, the Jaden Daniels, and the... Now, do we only get the... Yeah, it's crazy. We got a bunch of Caleb Williams, not near as many Jadens. So, but I'm going to keep these green because these are the ones that you're really looking for. So we're going to keep those all up there. And then I got one more to keep out of all these variations. But I'm going to throw these all in the lot because these are kind of cool ones. So Marvin Harrison, Caleb Williams. I want to keep the one Jaden Daniels and the lighted up. We're going to debate on that one. Ray Davis, Roman Wilson would be getting the greens. Kool-Aid. Got multiple Kool-Aids in there. So our silvers, Jonathan Brooks, Nate Wiggins, we got that cool. And then in our pink, Baker, Luke McCaffrey. So not bad in these ones either, really. Oh, the 6th card. You know, I might let the Jane Daniels go in that one. What do we do? I'm sure you guys have been commenting and yelling which ones I should keep in there. You know, I'm going to let somebody win this Jaden Daniels. I'm going to let somebody win that one. I am going to keep... You know, I'm going to keep the Jordan Travis. I mean, these aren't bad cards either, but we'll throw those in there. Is there any Jets fans left in the world? It's been kind of a train wreck. Feel bad for you guys. So there's going to be the 6 that I'll keep. That still leaves a really good lot to throw on there, and obviously tons of rated rookies, but there it is. There is your Optic review. Unlike Donruss, we got ourselves in Uptown, so pretty happy about that. Otherwise, obviously we're working on the new wall, so you guys have a good one. We'll see you back here for some older stuff. We need to get back to the old stuff again, so you guys have a good one. We'll see you tomorrow.